Hey everyone, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. For today's video, I am going to be doing the gel method with some highly requested chunky glitters. We're gonna do one solid nail and some ombre. So right now on my nails, Marla Chris was talking about how she's been doing base coat and top coat on her natural nails before doing peel base. So I am going to give it a try. I felt like my natural nails were being pretty beat up every time my nail would pop off and I didn't get dip back on it. And on this hand, it is all VIVIDip. I have details on that on my Instagram, so be sure to check that out. So I promise my nails are not this yellow looking in real life. I think the gel liquids on it is kind of making it look very yellow. I'm not sure what that's about, but I'm going to be giving you guys a much needed life update in this video, give you guys a little bit of insight on what's going on behind the scenes here. And also, I hit 3K. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Stay tuned to the end of this video if you want details on that. And let's dive in. So I'm using all Manny Boss powders. This is I'm Mossy. So hint, hint, nudge, nudge. This is going to be a full Manny Boss Manny. And I'm using, as you saw, VIVIDip's liquids. So this is my base gel, and I'm just trying to keep it super thin and make sure I do not get any on my skin. And then we are going to pour it over and cure, flash cure for 10 seconds. So remember that gel liquids are still pliable up until you cure. So that's awesome. When you go to use your toothpick around your cuticle area, you can clean up anything that you got on your skin and do whatever you need to do before you cure. So we're gonna cure again, like I said, we're gonna flash cure and move on to our middle finger, which is also a solid nail for this design. And I like to flash cure my thumb. So if I'm doing a design, I always start with my thumb and flash cure because I feel like I'll probably bump it on the table or do something to it. But for my other 4 fingers, I can move on and not cure after each nail, because that was one of the questions that I got in my last video. So speaking of my last video, you guys were not having it that I did not show the chunky glitter in my last gel method video. So I'm like, okay, I will be sure to make a video with chunky glitter, not just chunky glitter, but also an ombre in case that's what you want to see. I have been really trying to simplify my videos, get them short and sweet and to the point. And I'm seeing now that that's not what you guys want. You want a little bit in between. You want to see something informative, but also you still want to see everything I'm doing. So I'm trying to find that middle ground where my videos aren't too long, but still showing you everything you want to see. So I felt like the happy medium was adding timestamps. So I'm going to do my best to timestamp this video as well. So if you just want to see the chunky glitter, I will have all of that in the description. So now for the life update. So as most of you guys know, I am a military spouse, which means a lot of single parenting. I am also a full-time student. I'm in my senior year for my bachelor's degree in organizational management, and I specialize in accounting. And I actually just finished my 4th and final midterm for this semester. Got all A's so far, so I'm super proud, knock on wood. Hopefully I can finish out strong. Up next is finals. But as if all of that isn't enough on my plate, we have decided to go ahead and start getting our house ready to put on the market. No, we are not moving outside of this current station. We're still going to be here. We're going to move ourselves into a rental, but we have made the decision for our final year here to go ahead and get out of the house while the market is still crazy hot and move ourselves into a rental. Also, back to nails really quick. So this is my 3rd layer on my thumb. I am not going to do a 3rd layer on my middle finger because I'm going to ombre, and it's enough coverage with just the 2 dips of green. So I know I just dropped a ton of information on what's going on. So here's the deal. We will still be at this same station, the same location. We'll just be selling our house and moving into a rental until 2022 because we think that it's a good time to sell rather than wait and take a risk that we might not be able to get out of the house, or God forbid some other crazy something happens in our universe, whether it be an economy crash or some other crazy thing. And no, I don't know where we will be getting stationed next. So the way it works is we typically get a list in the fall. Basically, it's called a dream sheet. And then we submit places we would like to go. And the government says, here's where you're going to go. And it's not necessarily always on the list that you submit. It could be anywhere. It could be anywhere from Alaska to Hawaii to New York, anywhere in the United States, even Bahrain. And that's just kind of the way it goes. I usually get like 3 months heads up to find a home in a whole new place that I know nothing about, and typically rent a house sight unseen. And that's just the adventure that comes with it. So usually the next question I get is, doesn't the government move you? So you have the option, you can move yourself, or you can have basically a truck driver and a company move you. And the way it works is the government puts out a contract and truck drivers bid on it. So when the truck driver wins the bid, then they put out an offer for movers or packers to bid on it. So you get one stranger putting out an offer to hire more strangers to come into your home, pack up all your belongings, and then when all of your things get to the next location, the truck driver puts out another contract for people to bid on, and you get lots more strangers in your home. I have had things broken, like my dryer was crushed in and my computer desk was snapped in half, but we've never had anything that's totally irreplaceable be broken, so I'm very grateful for that. And we haven't had anything stolen, knock on wood, although I hear lots of horror stories with that. But for the most part, we've been very lucky. In about 5 years, we lived in 4 states. By the time my daughter was 3, she had already lived in 3 different states and 4 different houses. We move a lot, so this is nothing new to me. But because we're not changing stations, us selling the house and moving into a rental will be on our own accord. So back to what you're here for. This is Evergreen with Envy. Her colors have the perfect ratio of that base glitter and the shimmer and the chunky glitter, super easy to work with. So this is how I like to do my chunky glitters. I like to pour over the first layer. This is only going to give us that base glitter, that lighter shimmer, and not so many chunky pieces. And that's how I keep my chunky glitter nails on the thinner, more natural side. And I am going to just gently tap down any glitters that might be sticking up. And we're going to flash cure for 10 seconds and dust off. So for this next layer, we're going to go full glam, and we are going to gently lay our nail flat into the powder. So this is going to pull up the bigger, chunkier pieces. And don't forget, everything needs to be super, super gentle because this gel liquid is still movable. So when you're pressing down, do it very gently so that you're not pushing any powder over onto your skin. And this time I'm going to cure for 30 seconds so that it is fully cured. When you flash cure, it can kind of leave your base a little bit sticky, and when you go to encapsulate it with your clear dip powder, it can somehow crystallize the clear dip powder, so be sure to fully cure before moving on to that. So now this is still my gel base, and I'm just putting a little bit and getting my toothpick wet so I can hand place a few of these chunky glitter pieces. Yeah, so ask me how I know that the clear dip powder turns into random white specks all over your nail. Is because I was doing this and I made it all the way to the end of the manicure, and my clear grabbed onto that sticky pieces that were bare, and it ruined my whole mani, and I was just done. I didn't want to file it off. I ended up just popping them all off, and now this is where we're at. Y'all know I'm obsessed with these fluffy elf brushes. They're so cheap. I will have it linked down below, but I feel like they're perfect for using for ombre, especially because they're so inexpensive. You can have 10 on hand, so if they get stained or ruined, I like to keep some for glitter, some for dark colors, some for neons. So what's great about gel liquid is you don't have to feel rushed and you keep manipulating it until you're happy with it before curing. So I've got my finger sort of leveled, almost slightly pointed up, and I'm just rotating my finger, tapping the brush and focusing it around my cuticle area. When I go to tap the glitter off, as you can see, I've got the glitter still going downward. I don't want it to go towards the tip of my nail. That's just gonna spread it everywhere. And we're gonna clean up around our cuticle area and then gently tap on just the glitter. Remember, the base is at the other side of my nail and it's still sticky. So I'm gonna move a few pieces around, get a little bit of that stickiness on my toothpick and use it to grab some more of these smaller chunky glitter pieces. Once I'm happy with where I've hand placed these ones, I'm going to cure for 30 seconds, make sure it's fully cured again, and then we're going to move on to adding some of the bigger chunky pieces. So if anybody has any tips on selling your home, we already have an amazing realtor, but I gladly welcome any advice that you have. I would love to hear y'all's experience and tips and tricks on doing that. So with my base gel, I'm just adding a few dots of where I want the big pieces to go. I'm gonna get my toothpick wet and grab some chunky pieces to add on there. And then once again, cure for 30 seconds. So I've got my clear dip powder here, any clear will do, and we're only gonna put it on the chunky glitter nails. So what I'm gonna do is do a layer of clear, and we're going to cure, oh my gosh, that is such a tongue twister. A layer of clear and cure for 30 seconds and then dust off. So a lot of y'all have been messaging me with questions about the gel method, and many of them are about your nails breaking or chipping. So when you're pouring powder over top of your nail, it actually gives it thinner layers. So I always suggest to add one more layer if you're doing the gel and you're having this issue. So to be extra careful, this is my top coat. I'm going to put this on just the chunky glitter nails and we're going to cure for 60 seconds. That way, when we file and buff, it is fully covered. I'm not going to be filing or buffing into those glitter pieces, and it will not make my nails super thick. Like I said, pouring it over and doing the gel method, I always have very thin nails, so I'm not worried about that. So with my 180 grit nail file, I'm just going to go around and reshape, touch up my nails wherever needed. And I have been getting a lot of requests for a video of literally like how to get that great application, basics, tips and tricks. So I'm thinking of doing one nail and showing you all the way through. I've got a list of things that you guys have been asking me to film, so I am pretty much set for the rest of this year for ideas. But if you have anything else you want me to add to that list, feel free to comment down below or message me on Instagram, whatever is easiest for you. So I'm going to finish buffing my thumb and pointer finger, and then off camera just do the rest just to save some time for you guys. And I will see y'all in just a minute for some top coat. So really fast, I just wanted to point this out. You see how I pull my skin down on this side? I'm doing that so I can get the buffing block all the way over to those side walls. This is going to give you that crisp line all around your cuticle area and give it that super professional look. So I went ahead and sprayed a napkin with some rubbing alcohol just to clean them off before doing top coat. And this kind of lets you see if you need to do anything more with filing and shaping as well. I'm kind of digging the way this looks matte too. I don't know, I kind of like it. But this glitter totally needs a moment of shine. So here's a tip. If you're having trouble with your top coat peeling, be sure to add a layer of base cure for 30 to 60 seconds, and then do your top coat. Sometimes what can happen is you buff your nail too smooth and the top coat has nothing to grab onto. I will say when I use the Beetles gel, I have that issue, but when I use VIVIDips, I don't, and I didn't change anything with filing or buffing, so it could be the gel, it could be the buffing block, you know, I don't know, but I just know if you are having that issue, then it needs something to grab onto. So give it a layer of base and then do your top. So I'm going to finish off the rest of these nails and cure for 60 seconds and we are done. So I've got this weird obsession lately where I am matching my cuticle oil pens with my manis, and I feel like this set totally reminds me of a caramel apple, so of course that's what I had to grab. And if you made it this far, you have finally gotten to the details of my giveaway. I am so beyond grateful and humbled and appreciative that I have made it this far on YouTube. Can't believe I've got 3,000 of you here. And Mani Boss was so kind to sponsor it. Check out these 6 gorgeous colors. I am so obsessed. She let me pick out 6 colors to share with you guys, and I had to do these. They're perfect for fall, and I've been wearing them. I'm obsessed with them. She is the shimmer queen. And here's a little taste of some of the other colors that she has to offer. As you can see, my collection is getting out of control. I can't get over her colors. They are so unique. I've never seen shimmers as bright as hers. She has something for everyone. So Megan is amazing. She already has it packaged beautifully and it is ready for its new home. These are from my personal collection and you've already seen me wear 3 of them during this video and I can't get enough of them. I cannot wait to see who wins. I'm so excited for you guys. So we're going to keep the rules super simple. Just make sure that you're subscribed to my channel, have your subscriptions public so I can verify. Follow Mani Boss Dip Powder on Instagram. I will have hers linked in my description box so you can just click it. And then comment down below with your Instagram handle so that I can reach you when you win. Here is another little taste of what you guys could win. And back to nails. This is the finished product. I feel like it just screams caramel apple. I'm obsessed with these colors together. I love them for fall. I hope that this video was helpful for you for the gel method and glitters. I hope that you give it a try. Let me know what you think down below if you have, or if you have any questions. And as always, I am so humbled and grateful that y'all are here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.